Hello, this is Content Johnson, and this is part 2 of your social media crash course. Okay, now, social media management. Work smarter, not harder. So now, let's talk about this social media. You know, I know when people are rebranding and when they are branding, just as we spoke about earlier in the other video, you may be overwhelmed with all of these different social media platforms. You don't know which one to use, you don't know how to use them even when you do decide to use it. So, anyway, this video is for you. And this video is to help you work smarter, not harder. Now, once again, you have to decide what is it that you want to do on social media. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to post videos? Do you want to post memes? Do you want to post pics? Do you want to post Giphies? Do you want to post a bunch of opinions? Do you want your page to be very text heavy? What is it that you want to do? You have to first decide when you are promoting your brand or rebranding what it is that you want to do on social media. Now, once you figure that out, you need to determine, are you able to do it? Now, once you figure out what it is that you want to do, you have to secondly decide which social media sites that you can do it on. Can you make videos on Twitter? So if you want to make a whole bunch of videos, I mean, of course you can do it on Instagram, but right now what's hot is TikTok. So you need to do a little research on TikTok and see what type of social media content is being created on TikTok and decide if you are able to also replicate that type of social media engagement as well as interest. If you are interested in just posting a bunch of pictures, you can also do that on Facebook, but Instagram is also really popular in regards to posting a lot of photos. So again, you have to figure out what it is that you want to do, and then you have to decide which social media platform you want to use to do it on. Now, one tip that I'll give you in regards to working smarter and not harder on social media is to share the same information across all social media platforms, but don't share the same exact content. What I mean by that, don't post the same thing that you would post on Instagram on Facebook. And I mean, I know that they have it set up so that you can simultaneously share it on Instagram as well as Twitter or on Facebook using, certain websites. But, when you listen, meaning when you scroll and you just hear people's opinions about different things, you will learn that a lot of people, they say that they feel cheated when they already liked your post or your video or your meme on Instagram. They don't want to turn around and like the same thing on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So you have to find a way. If you're promoting a brand or you're promoting an event or a product, anything, you have to figure out a way to promote the same message, the same thing, but not using the exact same image. Now, one thing that I do share with my students when I do teach this class, I say, okay, a real simple change could be, okay, you can share a picture on Instagram in color, but then, share it in black and white on Facebook, but, add a type of, caption, embedded inside the image, just to give it just a little type of difference. And I mean, I know you can't do this, necessarily with everything, but the key is when you are filming, say for instance, if you're filming a video, while you're editing that video, make sure to take out a little edit. If you're going to use Instagram gives you a maximum of 1 minute time. Okay, pick the best 1 minute of your video, or make a compilation of 1 minute worth of material, and then you would make that ready for Instagram. If you are working on a book and that you'll be working on a marketing campaign, if that you got some really cool and really important points that stick out in your book, set those aside. And, later on, turn them into memes. That way, when it's time to promote your book, you don't have to go back and read your book all over again, just to get little nuggets from your book. You already did that. If you're going to work smarter and not harder, you've already done that while you were in the edit stage. and maybe even the writing stage of your book. And the last thing that I'll leave you with is, basically take your time when it comes to planning out how to brand yourself or rebrand yourself on social media, and find your niche. Find your niche. Everything might not be for you. You know what I'm saying? If you find that Facebook works best for you in regards to promoting your show or your product or whatever you're trying to do, then stick with Facebook. If you find that Twitter is working better, or if Twitter is not working better, I personally struggle with Twitter. I like Instagram most, but I struggle with just tweeting out stuff. I'm more of a visual person, so that's why I like Instagram the most. So with me saying that, my following on Twitter is absolutely very, very, very low, because I don't really use Twitter unless I'm watching a show in which I want to tweet and talk about. And one of those shows that I tweet and talk about every time it come on is called Married at First Sight, and it's on the Lifetime channel. But see, just as I said that, that's for my leisure. I don't use Twitter necessarily for my brand. I attempt to, but I don't really keep up with Twitter. And knowing what your demographic is, not every demographic is into every social media platform. So if you know who your fans are, or people, your supporters or patrons are, if you know that they are on Facebook primarily, then you may have to start figuring out how to brand and rebrand yourself better on Facebook versus skipping over to TikTok, where you have to start from scratch and you don't know anybody on there. So find your niche, and then find your demographic, and then that should help you decide on which social media platform would work best for you. So I hope these quick 4 tips on social media management, working smarter and not harder, I hope that this can help you out in your social media management planning. I know once I've learned these tips, it has definitely helped me in my rebranding of my brand and myself. But if you like what you heard, definitely subscribe to the channel. If you want to hear more, if you want to learn more about my brand, definitely subscribe to this channel. But I'm here to help you in regards to this social media management thing. So, if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. Until next time, stay blessed.